What's up everyone, welcome back to Let's Play Mega Man X. In the last episode, we were gonna start Sting Chameleon, but a little music-related endeavor came up for me. So, let's go ahead and finish out the last of the 8 main Mavericks here. Sting Chameleon. Mega Man X is the ultimate symbol that a franchise driven in a radically new direction can maintain strong ties to its roots, and in spite of skepticism and enormous criticism of the change, be remembered as a classic. Now, I don't actually know if people were that critical of the X series as not quite a reboot, but a major spin-off. And I bring that up because this year has seen a lot of that, what with the new Tomb Raider reboot, the new DMC Devil May Cry. And X is 20-year-old proof that, you know, franchises can drive forward in a brand new direction and not be hampered by that kind of doubt. And this mini-boss here is weak to the Boomerang Cutter. I think that's what it's called. I've never actually bothered to pay attention to the names for most of the moves, except Shotgun Ice and... yeah, just Shotgun Ice. I think the Mandrill's attack is called the Electric Spark or something like that. Huh, that's odd. It does take a lot of shots to kill this guy, though. It just takes a while compared to most mini-bosses. It's mostly because you don't get that many shots in a row and you have to jump to hit them. But the armor capsule we get here from Dr. Light is the 50% damage reduction one. And that obviously is pretty handy. Man, I wish this animation didn't take so long. Unlike most of the other capsules, there's no demonstration of what the effects of the capsule are. Oh, what the hell? Oh, it got stuck there for a second. I had to dash backwards. But then again, it'd be kind of a difficult thing to demonstrate that. Like, you would have to drop something on him or have an enemy hit him and then drop enough health to recover whatever health was lost. My mind just went totally crazy there. Every one of these guys is gonna eat a tornado. Ah! That hurt. Doesn't even have the goddamn common courtesy to give me some health back. These caterpillar enemies that drop out of the trees that the woodpeckers are going to town at, the only other time they appear in the entire game is in the very, very last level. And they're pretty much just there to, I guess, fill your sub-tanks up on the way up to Sigma. The ride armor is pretty cool, but it's not until, I think, around X2 that they start to really pay attention to the armored vehicles that you can pilot, the carriers. Or I might be thinking of X4 actually. The ones in X2 I know hover, and then they start to play with that more in X4. I don't know when that you start getting like the bigger variety of carriers. It is really fun to mess around with though. I don't know why, but on the Super Nintendo controller, it was always the biggest pain getting out of those things. All you have to do is hold up and jump, but it's... I don't know, something about the D-pad on the Super Nintendo controller made that action cumbersome for some reason. Now, he can do a couple things here, and I'm hoping that he doesn't just disappear so I can at least hit him right off the bat. Good, good, good. I didn't want to take damage, but I could at least get that hit off. Oh, got hit twice right off the bat. And he was too far away to actually hit me with his tongue, which is nice. Now he's gonna be able to, though. Oh, do I have him in a pattern? Not really. I was hoping I could dash between those two spikes. Anytime he's... yeah, that's annoying. You almost have to fire ahead of time, because he will just sometimes disappear instantly. Come down here. Yeah. That barely hit him. Barely. This'll get him, though. As will the follow-up. No! Disappeared too quick. Too quick. Too quick, Sting Chameleon. Saying that through, like, gritted teeth for some reason. Sting Chameleon, get back here. Oh, and that was too early. So easy to be too early or too late with this boss. Luckily, with that 50% damage reduction we just got, the couple stray hits that we're taking, insignificant. And I normally don't dodge his tongue that well. Speak of the devil. Speak of the Spelunky curse. Man, I really love the idea of the Spelunky curse. I hate its effects, but I love just the concept that anytime you're confident in your own abilities, you fuck up. It's just such a silly idea. Well, that's guaranteed. Oh, did that only do 1 damage? It looked like the fully charged Purple Sneaky Beam, which is my favorite name for that attack, only did 1 damage. Oh well. That's Sting Chameleon down, and now we have 8 out of 8 Mavericks out of the way. We have 8 heart capsules, we have all 4 sub-tanks, and no, because I loaded this up with the password, it reset my sub-tanks, so we have mostly empty sub-tanks now, but we have all 4 of them. We have all 4 capsules, so what is left? The only thing that's left, after this conversation with Zero, the only thing that's left is to get the secret capsule in Armored Armadillo stage, and there's a little ritual we will have to undergo. Okay, so we're just gonna cut ahead towards the end of the level. Alright, so we didn't really do anything different getting back here, so that's why I cut all that out. So here we just want to get to the 3rd and final minecart of the stage, and we just ride it out, and then when it gets in midair, jump over here where the health capsule is, and then we die. Again. And again. And again. And then we do it 1 more time, but this time without dying. The trick here is that after you have reached that health capsule up there, on that big ledge, you have to do that 4 times, and you have to have every other item. You have to have all the sub-tanks, capsules, and hearts. And you have to reach this point with full health on either the 4th or the 5th time you get here. I think you have to die 4 times, so it's the 5th time you get here. And you notice Dr. Light is dressed in Ryu's costume. So what are we getting from this capsule? We're getting Ryu's Hadoken, which is an awesome little nod to Street Fighter. And the Hadoken, by the way, can only be used at full health, and it will one-shot anything, including bosses. Oh, also, as you might notice, going through Armored Armadillo stage and those couple deaths filled our sub-tanks up, so if you ever need to farm, Armored Armadillo stage is the place to do it. Drops tons of health capsules. Hey, we're back at Cygnus Fortress, and this time it looks like we're back here at night. Yeah, of course you will, Zero. Meanwhile, I'll be back here Hadoukening the shit out of everything. I'm not really. We're still gonna abuse the crap out of the tornado, because that's still pretty awesome. Plus, I can take stray hits and still use the tornado, unlike the Hadouken. Hadouken! Also, if you think the Hadouken is cool, wait till we get to Mega Man X2. I'm not gonna say what's there, but you can probably guess based on what we just got. Oh, I love Mega Man X2 so bad. I love it so bad? I love it so... What? Okay. I don't know where I was going with that, but... So there's 2 ways you can tackle this section of Cygnus Fortress 1. You can do it the right way, the way you're meant to. I didn't mean to do that. I can't dash jump for some reason. What's going on? It's not letting me dash jump. Oh well. Apparently fate decided to take away my dash jump so I could go down there to get an extra life. So anyway, you can do this the right way, which is to ascend using the moving platforms here, the Hella platforms. Or you can go all the way over to the right, and you can dash jump your way up the cliffside. And it seems like it's not possible to do, but you can do it very carefully. It is possible. But of course, I think this is the intended way to go through this. Do I need the invincibility yet? Or not need it, but do I want it yet? I'm gonna use it though. Okay, no. I'm thinking of a different section of Cygnus Fortress. So the way this works is pretty cool. What I just did was I jumped, quote unquote, off the ladder onto the wall it's attached to. Onto the side of the floor rather, the hole in it, where the ladder is. And I used that to jump over to the left wall. What you can do with that little trick is very, very interesting and very broken. Because if you manage to get through that left boss door without ever touching the floor, you merge the text boxes here coming up, and you skip a whole bunch of stuff. And it saves you a lot of time if you're speedrunning, so that's a very important trick. It's called the Vile Text Skip. And you do that by never touching the floor, basically, aside from that little wall jump. And I just messed it up just enough to get behind Vile back there. And here we have another Vile fight that we cannot win. But that's luckily, he's not going to just fuck off this time. We will finish Vile off momentarily, just as soon as he wears us down a bit. In the meantime, though, I'm going to waste a whole bunch of ammo, or a whole bunch of energy. Weapon energy. It's not important here. The only thing I really need now is, for the remainder of this section, is, let's see, I need shotgun ice energy and the launch octopus homing missiles. Zero, no, you don't have to make this heroic sacrifice for us. So there used to be this common misconception that Vile's name, which was originally Vava in Japanese, it was changed to Vile because supposedly Capcom was afraid of being sued by Lucas because Vile already looks like Boba Fett, and Vava sounds a bit like Boba, I guess, or I think it can also be spelled Baba, and I don't think that's actually true. From what I've read, Vile was actually based on a character from Mad Max. And since we already took damage, I unfortunately can't finish Vile off with a Hadoken, but hey. He's a unique boss, so let's fight him normally. Not like I have much choice in the matter. Unless I want to burn through a sub-tank just to Hadoken his ass. It's inconsequential though, because he hit me, what, once? Also, is it just me, or do the energy attacks that travel along the floor there, do they look like toasters to anyone else? Or not toasters, like toast, actually. Oh, Zero, no. Don't die for me, you don't have to do this. Yep, this is totally the last time we will ever be seeing Zero in an X game. It never comes up again. That's it. He's gone forever. Anyway. We can just dash through this part. It's literally designed to be dashed through like that. It's so cool. Now is where I want the charged up Sting Chameleon weapon, because that makes us invulnerable. And it lets us just bypass this entire ascent. Well, not bypass it, it lets us bypass all the enemies. And it runs out just in time for us to finish that section up. Now we're back to Boomerang Cutter, our good old friend. So the missiles kind of shut down his teleporting. Or rather, they shut down the effectiveness of the teleport. Because they will just track him. That's what they do, they track him. So whenever he teleports, he just teleports and is almost always immediately hit, with no real effort required on your part. Then he reels back and starts teleporting again, so never really any danger of being hit. It's like the second time I've done that. Oh, also, I didn't bring this up about Zero, and I should have. Zero is obviously X's counterpart, and he was built by Wily, which is a cool tie-in to the original series. And I don't think it's until X4 or 5 that that's finally revealed. I'm just saving you guys time on that. He's not a Reploid, but he does have Reploids who are based on him, just like X was the progenitor of the Reploids. This boss here, when I was a kid, I used to never know how to pronounce his name, because it's spelled in this at the end of the game. They give credits for all the enemies. It's spelled B-O-S, or B-O Spider. So I didn't know if it was supposed to be Bow Spider or Boss Spider. And Maverick Hunter X, they finally added the extra S to make it a portmanteau of Boss and Spider, so it is Boss Spider. Cool little etymology fact. So this boss used to be really frustrating for me as a kid because it felt super random the way he moved. It's actually very easy, not very easy, but it's exactly the opposite of random. Those horizontal green stripes that come between the four columns, he will always follow one of the green strips, whichever one is in his way. So left, right, so on. For that last one. And it's 100% possible to predict where he's going every time and never take damage on this fight. It can be a little difficult to trace that path in your head on the fly and never take damage, but it's totally possible to do. There's nothing random about it. It just feels unintuitive and very random when you're a kid and you can't discern that kind of a pattern. But I think that makes it a really cool boss fight in the big picture. And anyway, that's going to do it for Boss Spider, and that's also going to do it for this episode. Next episode will be the finale, and that'll cover Cygnus Fortress parts 2 through 4, including the Sigma boss fight. So, till then guys, thanks for watching, take it easy, have a good one!